Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and here's some of the top stories we're working on tonight. McCall is out and Novell is in. Another homicide on St. Thomas, and good things are happening in JFK. Details on these stories and more coming up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, Police Commissioner James McCall has been replaced by police veteran Novell Francis. McCall has been taking a lot of criticism lately as the Virgin Islands crime rate has been on the rise. The move came down this afternoon as the governor made the announcement at Government House on St. Thomas, and News Channel 8's Lee Carl was there.
That's the new commissioner with members of the press right now, following the press conference here in which the governor made the announcement. That was, as the saying goes, a long time in coming. The Commissioner McCall will go to Justice, and the Novell Francis, the Assistant Commissioner, who held positions in the department down through the various ranks, now as a Commissioner. Someone said in passing it probably should have happened a long time ago. Anyway, time has come for Novell Francis, and he made it quite clear in his speech.
It's now time to make more changes and redirect our efforts to the police department. However, the challenges we currently face also call for a change in direction in how we are combating crime in our territory, as well as the ways that we are providing public safety to our residents. And so this afternoon, I'm announcing that I've appointed Novell Francis Jr. to the position of Commissioner of Police effective immediately.
Proceeding is only the beginning of what we plan to immediately address during the next few months. We intend to hold steady on this course of action until such time that there is noticeable progress. I would be remiss if I did not mention the positive developments that have occurred in the past couple of months with the increased level of response and involvement from community members. Crime Stoppers program has been effective, and we appreciate the results and the rate of information flow from the public that has been so instrumental in resolving cases. As Governor DeYoung has done, I too, as the Police Commissioner, will continue to embrace this program. I must also express thanks to the residents who serve on the community integration team. Their guidance has helped to improve our interaction with the public and has had an impact on several internal processes. I'd like to thank the Governor and Lieutenant Governor for this privilege to lead this administration effort during the next phase of public safety's agenda. Governor, I know that you place a high value on the safety of the people and the security of these islands, and I'm committed to the task. Thank you for your confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the clergy, and in closing, I thank each and every one of you for your support I have received throughout my career. And now more than ever, I seek your partnership and your prayers as we begin this new journey towards a safer and more peaceful community.
Lee Carl, Lucky 13, WSTA, and Channel 8. You just sort of skimmed over very quickly, said you would talk about it later. Where is Commissioner McCall going?
Where is Commissioner McCall going?
Yes.
Well, Commissioners, what I want to do is, Jim has done a tremendous amount of good work for us, and what I want to do is still retain those services. So he and I have discussed working with the Department of Justice, with the Attorney General. Right now, the Commissioner's off island, and when he returns, we'll go into greater detail.
In St. Thomas at Government House, Lee Carl from News Channel 8.
And in other news tonight, a 49-year-old father of three was shot and killed in the Friedenhoy section of St. Thomas last night. News Channel 8's Lee Carl has the story.
A lone gunman opened fire on a 49-year-old man in his victim's Friedenhoy home Wednesday evening out on the East End. Police scouring the surrounding neighborhood, collecting evidence, talking to witnesses. They didn't release the pending notification of next of kin, but this is the information they found. We found the victim unresponsive in his home. 3 children who were also at home were not harmed. The release did not say also how the gunman got into the house, but once inside, he opened fire on the victim, then walked away from the home carrying a long gun, a rifle. Criminal investigation, major crime detectives, along with forensics, looking at the situation and trying to get as much information as possible. This turns out to be the 26th homicide in the territory, the 17th in St. Thomas, and police are asking anyone with any information to call the regular police numbers 774-2211 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. In St. Thomas, in the East End, Lee Carl for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Lee. And we now know the name of the homicide victim. He's 49-year-old Francis Bailey. And in other news, a mother of 4 and is in police custody this evening. She was arrested after neighbors heard one of her kids crying on the porch recently. News Channel 8's Wes Small has more.
Thank you, Jerome. The VIPD could have prevented another murder-suicide on St. Croix, as police have arrested 25-year-old Baricia Fredericks from Estate LaGrange in Frederiksted, St. Croix. This on charges that she left her 4 small children at home unattended. Ms. Fredericks told police that she has considered killing her small children and herself. Her children, 1, 2, 3, and 6 years of age, and also she is just 25. 5 Virgin Islanders have taken their life since April 11th. This is a pretty hard-hitting situation. Let's go to Human Services Commissioner Chris Finch.
Well, first of all, you know, it's extraordinarily sad when anyone gets to the point of deciding to take their own life, and it's usually it has been a fairly rare occurrence in the Virgin Islands, and you know, you are correct that we're seeing numbers, you know, higher than what we normally see. Well, let's take this from 2 sides. I mean, one is that, yes, we have a duty to protect children, and as the Department of Human Services, we have that mandate to investigate any and all allegations of child neglect or abuse and to take the appropriate actions. Removing the children is always the last step. It's never the first thing considered. The first considered is what services can we provide to this family? How can we get extended family involved? What can we do to keep this family intact and to help them work through whatever situations they have? If it is deemed that for the safety of the children they need to be removed, then the first thought is that this should be as short-term as possible. Often it works out that way. Sometimes it doesn't, and the situation is more serious, and the removal can be long-term and even permanent.
Again, 25-year-old Baricia Fredericks was arrested and charged with child abandonment, 1, 2, 3, and then 6 years of age. But more importantly, she threatened to kill those children and also herself. So we certainly hope that she gets some help from the VIPD, counseling and human services and the like. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. And the Virgin Islands Police Department Security Office on St. Croix has confiscated a cigarette lighter and a switchblade from a 9-year-old Charles Emmanuel Elementary School student. Let's go to Virgin Islands spokesperson Melody Rames on this breaking story.
Virgin Islands Police Department school security officers on St. Croix confiscated a lighter and a gravity knife from a 9-year-old Charles H. Emmanuel Elementary School student. The officers were alerted to the items when school personnel told them a student had a lighter and was passing it around in class. A check of the student's book bag revealed a gravity knife. A gravity knife is similar to a switchblade and has a side folding blade, which is manually flipped out of the handle. School administrators contacted the student's parents. Lieutenant Augustin Encarnacion, School Security Bureau Commander, reminded parents to check their children's school bags before sending them to school and remove any items they should not be taken to school. He said parents should also make a habit of looking at their children's school books and notebooks, whether they are in elementary, junior high, or high school. Writings or drawings in school books may give parents clues to the well-being of their children. Encarnacion said your children may write or draw things in their notebooks that may indicate problems they may be having with friends, family, or teachers. You may even see evidence of gang affiliations, Encarnacion said. He said parents can use this opportunity to talk to their children about their behavior and avoid any future problems.